Well, hello everybody, welcome back to Reaching Better Crafts. Here we are today for a rather different kind of video, definitely a no holds barred. We have joined together with Cara Brandon and her channel with 18, I believe, other YouTubers. And through the month of January, we are collaborating in the 2022 Craft Room Organisation. The idea is, I think that we are all kind of going to share with you some tips and ideas. Some of us have got really tidy craft rooms, so they're going to share with us how they do that and how they've managed to keep it that way. I am not one of those people. I am going to share with you today the mess that my fabric is in, and I'm hoping between the two of us we can come up with an idea and we can get it organised. So I hope you'll stay with me. Also, let me just give you some really important information. So the collaboration is being hosted by Cara Brandon. You can access it at her YouTube channel. If you go to her YouTube channel, there is a video there. This is the video, and it's called Collaboration and Challenge Information. There is a hashtag if you want to kind of, tidy along with us, and you can put pictures up and one thing like that. If you go over to her Facebook page, Cara Brandon and Friends, you will see there more information, and also where you can post your photographs. There is the hashtag. It is hashtag LGO 2022. Nice and easy to remember. So I'll get all that information put in the bottom of my description box, along with all of these links here of all these amazing people that are taking part. Got some fantastic YouTubers. Some of you may recognise, some of you may not. And also there's going to be a giveaway and a prize draw that Cara is drawing on the 7th of February. So go back to her first video and listen to all the details. It's literally 2.5 minutes long, but you don't want to miss it because it's got all the crucial information in there, which if I try to re-explain, I will probably get wrong. So go check that out, guys, okay? Right, so where am I at then? I am at a mess. That's where I'm at. I'm going to show you now some of the images of the mess of my fabrics. It's taken me an hour and a half clearing my table because obviously I work on the table. I'm going to take you for a little swing now, so I'm going to try not to make you all feel sick. But basically I have ripped everything out of my cupboards. So what I'm showing you on my desk here now is that's just my scraps, my snippets. That's nothing, okay? Over here we have a big pile. Those at the back there, that's boxes I've cleared and found because I'm going to use those for different types of storage. And then we have this lovely chair full of stuff that's come out of a drawer. I also have a cupboard, which I will show you now. That is my fabric cupboard. It was my fabric cupboard. It then got took over as something else. It's got a bit of everything in there now, but it's basically a mess. So I need to find a system and a way in which I can store my fabric so that I can access it, so that I can see what I've got. I mean, I am terrible for kind of like, I start a project and I go and shop in my supplies and I bring it all to the table, and then obviously finish that and you're hurriedly putting it away. And I mean, goodness, that's like something that's been sorted out for one of our that's the quilt side of our shop and stuff there. So I've obviously just grabbed that last time I was at Mum's. Some more of our lovely quilts here. All of this stuff needs to be organised and it needs to be stored tidily. I've got my bohemian stuff under here that I've just messily put away after. Oh, look, there's even tissue paper in there. My goodness, it is a mess. So I'm going to start off by organising it like by like, and then I'm going to come up with a system, which I'm going to obviously share with all of you lovely people, to keep it organised and so that I can see what I've got, because that's the most important thing. I'm really kind of like trying to make myself this January, I'm not having a dry January because I don't drink wine, but I am having a no shops for stock January, and I want to really just kind of see what I've got here. And I reckon I could probably get 2 years worth of projects out of my stock. So it's time to start working on all of that, okay? So I'm going to go and start getting organised, sorting into bits, and then I'll be back with you very soon. Okay, so I have now had hours and hours and hours of ironing and folding and organising. So far I have managed to fold this top section here. These are all into what I would call a fat quarter, various sizes but fat quarters. These ones here are kind of like oblong shape because they wouldn't actually go into a fat quarter. And then the front here I have got all my kind of like vintage linens and, you know, embroidered pieces and my doilies and things like that, so they're all ironed and they're all ready to go in. And we have some like specialist theme stuff here at the front, and then this here is my section of scraps so far. So I kind of thought I was doing really well, and then I opened another drawer and I found another 3 tins of like scraps and just stuff that I've obviously just chucked in. So I'm not going to do any more folding now. I'm going to start sorting because I've kind of got a system in mind, and I'm going to show you now where I'm going to put it all. Okay, so for those of you that followed our Naughty Elves in our Facebook group when we did the elf challenge thing before Christmas, will have seen the top of this cupboard. This cupboard is an old writing bureau with some lovely drawers, and she's got some lovely fat feet. I initially bought this cupboard a couple of years ago because I had a beautiful doll's house on top of it. But my craft room, well, it's not even my craft room, it's the dining room, was just getting smaller and smaller. So my doll's house has been taken apart for now and has been stored away. And I was going to sell this cupboard because my lovely other half bought me a beautiful writing desk for my Christmas present. And I just needed to make space. So I had this up for sale, but it hasn't sold. So while sorting out all of this fabric, I'm thinking, these drawers are empty and they would be perfect. This, in fact, would make a perfect sewing cupboard because not only that, sorry, I'm going to wiggle you around a minute, but inside here, as you can see at the moment, this has just become the area where everything just gets shoved. See, we've even now started to use this for battery storage. My goodness. So this doesn't need to be in here. So I figured, well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to store all my sewing stuff in here because I'm fed up with finding bobbins everywhere. I keep losing my little needle threaders, all that kind of stuff. And then down below then, I can also put my sewing machine on the top of there to work. But down below then, I have got these amazingly deep, but not too deep so that it gets messy, drawers. So I'm going to start putting all the fabric that I have now sorted into these drawers, and then I will bring you guys back and you can see how I organise it all. Won't be long. Okay, so I'm almost done sorting the first batch of my fabrics and I'm just getting the drawers ready now. Earlier last year I bought a load of wallpaper samples from a lady on Facebook. And I haven't actually had a chance to use them much this year because mainly they've been rolled up and put in a drawer. I'm not good with drawers. This is why I'm trying to kind of give these drawers here a purpose now before more stuff just ends up chucked in them. If the drawers are full and they're tidy, then I can't throw stuff in. That's my kind of thinking. I hope it works anyway. But basically all I'm going to do now is I've got some lovely sheets of paper here. I'm not going to cut them to size because I want to use them for something else, but at least while they're in the base of the drawer, they are in their own thing, showcasing themselves to me, aren't they? So I'm going to just zoom you guys in a minute so you don't have to look at all of the grey hairs on my head that need sorting out. And I'm literally just scoring where the drawer creases, and they're just going to sit like that in place. I'm going to do all 3 of them now, and then I'm going to start to put my boxes in on top of them. So my drawers are now going to have a bit of a dual purpose, but at least I will now know where these lovely wallpapers are. Plus it makes the drawer lighter, so it helps me then see better what is inside the drawers. I'm not going to go painting the inside, that's a little bit drastic. I haven't got time. Don't make work for yourself, eh? You've got to use what we've got, okay? Welcome back to my house. No, this isn't my house. That's my little sewing house. This is my sewing box. This is my, I had this as a Christmas, oh no, it wasn't a Christmas, it was a birthday present, sorry. This time last year when I turned 40, last February, and I found this online. I was desperate to get one. It's a Cath Kidston little sewing box, and I treated myself to that last year with my birthday money. Now this is where most of my sewing stuff has been stored up to now, but I've had just been right through my room, and I've got tins of this and tins of that, so I've had a forage around and a sort. So I'm just going to really quickly show you now what's in my house. So basically now this is my thread store. It turns out I actually had loads of threads that I didn't know about, so they are now all in there, nice and tidy. So let's show you what else I've been doing. Let me just move that out of the way. I do apologise for shaking you around a bit. It's a bit difficult to do this without moving you. So now I have myself a neat little sewing desk. I've put some useful things in here. I've put some buttons in here. I have put the threads that I use often in this lovely little tin here. I have used my new bobbin storage tray that I had for Christmas. And what else have we got over here? Oh, some of those lovely material roundy things, storage things. I don't know what they're called. Mum would know what they're called. I don't know what they're called. But I got those in Hobbycraft. They were on sale after Christmas. So I got 2 of those in there. I've also got all my threads in the boxes underneath for slow stitch, and at the back then in these little tins I've got quite a few of these, and they've got all like little charms and things like that in that I might use for some slow stitching projects. Okay, so that's the desk bit done. I'm going to just put the flap up and show you what's in the drawers. Okay, so as I said, I haven't done everything because, well, it's just simply not time, but I have made a system, and that was kind of what today's video was about, was creating a system. So in here I now have all my quilts and quilt segments, obviously not the quilts, they're not going to fit in there, are they? And what I've done is I have organised, everybody has to pick their own system to organise. It has to be something that suits you and how you work. So I've gone with size, because all my projects are size dependent with fabric. So in this box here I have got certain sizes. These are for making snippets and things that I can use in my journal projects. In the back there then I've got longer lengths and also some more longer lengths in that one there. In here then I have got some of my laces and trims. I'm going to do my laces now next weekend because I've just simply run out of time this week. And in this one here is all the little bits of snippets and like embellishment things and stuff like that. So that's the top drawer. Then in this drawer I've got all my kind of like linens and just like my creamy colours, my doilies, they're all under there. In the back I've got themed fabrics, so things like, I don't know, what have we got in there? Harry Potter, Winnie the Pooh, Mary Poppins, just some things like that. And then in here I've got a basket ready for 2 boho journals. I bought those packs from Mehtage back last year, and they've been tidied away, so I've got them out now because I want to get on and use them. And in here then I've got all my lovely linens. They're all folded and ironed in shape, and in there is all my beautiful vintage fabrics that I bought from Belinda on Instagram. And then in here, and this is the drawer I love most so much at the moment, so in here I've got my fat quarters, or whatever you want to call that size. They're all in different sizes, but they're all coloured and shaped. So I've got blues and greens this side, and then I've got yellows and pinks on this side. And then this tray here, oh, at the back then is my boho trims. And this tray here so far holds the items that I've made. Now, that doesn't look very good, does it? Because clearly I've got all this fabric and I've only got that in there, so I don't know what I'm doing. I must be making it as I'm using it. So as I've now sorted it all out, I'm going to set some time aside now this week to work on some of my sewing projects and get some stuff made up. So I think kind of the moral of this video today is use what you've got. None of my pots match, but did you notice any of the pots? No, you didn't. You didn't see what any of this stuff was in, did you? You just saw that I had lovely, gorgeous fabrics on show. None of it matches, but it doesn't matter. I actually quite like it. I think it's quite eclectic and it lends itself to the theme. So don't worry about going out and buying new pots to get tidy. Just organise what you've got with what you've got, and hopefully by the end of the year we'll all be in some sort of shipshape fashion. Thank you so much to Cara for inviting me to take part in this challenge. I really enjoyed it, and it's really made me think. It's made me do a job that I wanted to do for quite some time, and I'm hopeful that you've managed to get something out of it too. I hope it hasn't been a bit too all over the place, but that's what tidying up's all about, isn't it? So have a great day everyone, and we'll be back with you very soon. Take care now. Bye.